Hey everyone, it's getting towards the end of April, and so it is time to share all of the things that I have loved and a couple things that I didn't really love this month in April 2016. Go ahead and start with my favorites, and I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear in the background, but it's like super windy out. My microphone is really just facing me, so hopefully that won't be too much of a distraction. But the first thing is this Benefit palette. So this is Benefit's Life's Little Correctors, and it's a color correcting kit for complexion and imperfections, and this is $20 at Sephora. And a lot of these products I have been really interested in trying, but typically they don't have my shade if there is like those deluxe size samples that you can get like at a checkout, or you know, it's just kind of expensive to try a bunch of products, and especially if you might not like them. So as soon as I saw it, I had to pick it up, and it was during Sephora's 15% off sale. So it's really cool. They come in these 3 little plastic containers, so you can take it out, keep it in your purse, whatever you want to do. But the first one is the Boying Concealer in 01, which is definitely my shade. It's a beautiful concealer. It's very light, but it packs a punch for sure. And so I use this underneath the eyes. I use this as a spot corrector, and I've really just loved it a lot. The Lemonade is something that you're supposed to put on like your eyelid to kind of correct that as well. But I actually will put that in some other areas too, just to brighten things up. So I'll put it underneath the eyelid. Sometimes if I want to brighten up some other areas on my skin, like around my nose, I will put that on there as well. The second little container I actually haven't used yet because it has another Lemonade, so I don't want to, you know, use that one yet. And then it has the Boying Concealer in 02, so it's a little bit darker than my complexion, but I do think that I still will be able to use this as a really nice like eye base. And there is some times, maybe, I don't really ever tan, but maybe there would be times where I could use this on areas of my skin and it wouldn't be too harsh. And then the third one is the Erase Paste 02 Medium, which I totally didn't think that I was going to be able to use. I thought it was going to be way too dark for my complexion, but it's actually perfect. I really, really love this concealer, or this corrector. I put it underneath my eyes, and it's really helped cancel out any of the discoloration, and it blends like a dream. I think because it is so creamy, yet it's like thin, it's not like a super thick consistency. I think that's what helps kind of just make it like morph into your skin. I typically put this on before my foundation as well, so I think that kind of helps to balance things out. And then this beautiful light lavender color is the Eye Bright, and I will put this underneath my eyes to help kind of brighten things up. I will also put this around other areas of my skin, like around the redness, or just if I want some different areas to just kind of be brighter. And I'm just really loving it. I am so happy that I got this little set. This is definitely something that I would maybe even pick up a backup, just because I love how easy it is to get into the product this way. Another corrector type product is the First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy. This is in the color Fair/Medium. It's said to help instantly brighten, depuff, and smooth. It's safe for sensitive skin. It has a really cool metal applicator on there, so it's super cooling when you put this on underneath the eye. And it does have a little bit of a, you know, more salmony tone to it. And I've been using this every single morning when I put my makeup on as kind of an eye cream and a little bit of a corrector, and I really, really love it. I really love the applicator too. This feels amazing during the morning time to just kind of soothe those under eyes, and I think it has helped just to, it hasn't really like taken away any like crazy fine lines or anything I have, but it definitely does kind of help smooth that under eye area and really moisturize it, and I feel like my under eyes have looked just a little bit more youthful, and so I really have enjoyed this product. And if you don't want to do like a whole ton of correctors, just having a little bit of a salmony type product will help just kind of lightly correct that under eye. So really have been enjoying that. It's kind of like a concealer slash skincare product. Another product that was originally kind of a miss for me is the little tiny little nugget sizes of the beauty blenders, and I had these, I used them a couple times. I was kind of like, I'm not really a huge fan, so they've just kind of been on my vanity and I haven't really used them. And then I decided to pick them up again just to see if I really do dislike them, and so I tried them again and I really like it. I think it takes a little bit to get used to because it's such a small product. This is dry, so it will puff up up a little bit bigger than this when you have it saturated with water, but it's still pretty small, so it's kind of one of those things that you got to get used to using. I think that's what I disliked the most, is I didn't like having such a small thing. I wanted to have like my normal size beauty blender that I was used to, but now kind of getting used to it and just really knowing that I'm concentrating it underneath the eye as well as like around the nose and around any blemishes, it does a great job, and it's so cute, and it really does help kind of get into those small crevices that and doesn't disturb any of the makeup that sometimes when you use a bigger product it kind of like disperses it everywhere, whereas this kind of gets really in to those small areas and just keeps it concentrated. So really been enjoying these. Two other makeup products. So the first one, I will be actually doing a video on both of these things, or both of these brands here soon. I'm going to do a hits and misses video. But this is the Colourpop Cream Gel Liner. This is in the color Best O, and it's a beautiful, like, dark, rich burgundy color. And it's almost kind of like a brown, but there's definitely these beautiful like burgundy hints in there, and when you do apply it to like your eyeliner or your under lash line, you do see more of like that red tone come out. And this has been such a really pretty unique eyeliner. I really just think it's beautiful. I love kind of putting this underneath the lash line, on the waterline, and just blending it out, and I think it just gives a really cool unique look to your makeup that's different than like a brown or a black or a gray liner. So really been loving this a lot. And then I also have the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. The color that I have is in taupe, and it has a nice spoolie on one end, and then it has the product on the other. It's not a super thin like liner or brow product. It's not something that's going to be super precise, but it's got a nice texture. It's dry, but it's not too dry, so it kind of really helps cling into those brows. The color is really nice, and it's super affordable. I think it's $2. I think it's a great product to put all throughout your brow and do your whole brow with just this one product, or if you just have a little few spots that you just want to put it in there. My brows are really sparse at the top, so I have to basically fill those in completely. I have to just create like a front brow. So I thought this was a really nice texture and waxy, so it doesn't budge too much. But I will say there's not a ton of product in here. Like, I've been using it probably pretty consistently since I've had it. I think I got it a couple months ago, and I'm almost done. So if you are using this on a consistent basis, you will have to repurchase it fairly often, but you know, $2 versus $22, if you have to repurchase it every couple months, whatever. I have a couple fashion type products. So the first thing is actually a bra, and it's a little dirty because I was doing bronzer and I had it on, and so it got a little bronzer on there. But it is a super affordable, super comfy, like sports bra type of thing. So I have really been not wanting anything constricting at all. Being pregnant, I want nothing but just comfortable. I picked these up on Amazon, so I will link it down below. They have like a ton of different colors, but it's by the brand, it's Anemone, and they're seamless removable strap bras, and they have a ton of different colors. They really, I mean, you might not be able to see that, but there's tons. I mean, pinks, orange, blacks, whites, teals, tons of different colors, and you can get 1 pack, 2 packs, and 4 packs depending on what colors, and really just kind of depending on when you're looking at the website, the prices change. Like, I got 2 white ones for $10. So it's a product I would kind of just add to your wish list and kind of look at it periodically to see what color combinations have the best deal at that time. And then if you have Prime, then you would want to look at the ones that have Prime there too. They're really, really comfortable. They're actually fairly flattering as well. They're something that still looks like you have a nice shape going on. And then if you are going to be a mom or someone who is going to nurse, I don't know how that's going to work because the baby's still in there, but it does have a removable strap, so it could be really helpful for breastfeeding as well. Another kind of fashion type thing, I really, since it's getting hot, I live in Arizona, and so it's already heading up in towards the 90s here. I wanted to get some really comfy shorts. I was originally looking for some maternity shorts. We were just at Walmart, so I was like, oh, I'll just check out their clothes section. I'm not trying to spend a ton of money on maternity clothes. They did not have a maternity section at my Walmart, but I was passing by the junior section, and they had these really cute, just kind of nice lacy shorts. I think they were like $12, and so I picked up a couple pair. I got myself a large and an extra large just because, number one, I'm not a junior, and number two, I want something that's going to be comfy around the belly. And the large fits perfect now, and I think the extra large still fits. It's just a little bit baggier, and it will fit here in the next month or so, I'm sure, as I get bigger. But I love this minty shade, and I think they're super flattering. They're not too short, so they definitely are age appropriate for me. And I just think they're so cute. And now let's get into the two products that were pretty disappointing to me this month. This is the Natural. It's like fresh, but it's P-H-R-E-S-H. Honestly deodorant. It is in the scent Barely Sweet, and it has a really nice scent to it. It's kind of like a raspberry scent, and it's a solid formula, but the thing that I have a problem with, it actually does a great job of keeping me fresh. So I will say, if you're looking for a natural like formula deodorant, I mean, this did keep me fresh, and it is getting pretty hot. But the thing that I have a problem with, it is hard as a rock. It's not something that glides on really smooth as you're applying it. You have to like work it into your underarm quite a bit to feel like you actually are getting some product on there, and so it's not super comfortable. I probably will complete it just because I don't want to waste it, and I do think it's a nice product, but I would not repurchase it because of that reason. And then the last thing is this First Aid Beauty. This is the Facial Radiance Pads. This is to exfoliate, tone, and brighten, alcohol-free, and safe for sensitive skin. So this is just what it says. They're like these little pads in there. You get 60 of them. And this was, I believe, $36, so definitely not a cheap product by any means. But I was desperate with how dry my skin has been, so I wanted to try something that would really try to exfoliate, because I was trying other exfoliants and it just wasn't working, and so I was like, I need something to get rid of the sick, dead skin and dryness of the skin. So I went into Sephora and I asked one of the skincare people what would be a good product for me. So they said to get this. When I first opened it, I was like, this has got to be a joke. Like, I was kind of ticked off a little bit because the pads themselves are super smooth. They look like they're just like a regular cotton pad, but like saturated in product. I was like, there's no way this is going to exfoliate my skin. I was like, you've got to be kidding me. So I tried it. I've tried quite a few of them actually, and it does actually exfoliate. As crazy as it seems, I don't know, it's not like you can't feel it exfoliate, but the next day when you wake up in the morning, your skin does feel a little bit less dry. Like the flakiness has somehow come off. I don't know how it does it, but there is a slight difference that I did notice with the texture of my skin. So I will say that it helped, but not a ton. Definitely not worth the mid-30 price tag in my opinion, but it is safe for sensitive skin. It didn't like make my skin red or irritated, but it did break me out. So that's another reason why I didn't like this product. I noticed using them on a consistent basis. So there's a few days where I use these like probably 3 or 4 times during the week, and I did notice quite a bit of breakouts, especially on my chin and around my nose area. Definitely got a little bit more red, and just had a little bit more of like that bumpy texture to my skin. So didn't like it for that as well. If I use it only like once or twice a week, I do notice some little bumps coming up, but not as big of a breakout. So I probably will just have my husband use this or pass this on. Those are all of my favorites and not so favorites for the month of April. I hope you guys had a wonderful month of April, and I will be filming my empties video here very soon, so look out for that. I have quite a few empties for the month of April as well, and I will see you in one of my next videos. Bye!